Use my man voice then.
Welcome to the podcast.
You have to call it podcast.
What?
Why do we have to call it podcast? Why can't we just say this is that?
I guess it's because we're trying to be a podcast or something. I don't know.
We can come up with our own name without the word cast.
Okay. Do you have any idea?
Are you asking me? I just say stuff. I'm not an idea, man.
Okay. How about, fuck. What do we...
I got it.
Okay.
Podcast.
Seriously?
No.
Damn it.
Alright, let's just get on with what we were going to talk about anyways.
Yeah, we can argue about the name later.
God, I fucking hate this game.
You know we're recording...
The angrier I get.
You know, we're recording right now, just so you know.
I know.
And I'm probably going to leave that part in.
Well, you better.
So, okay, let's get started before we waste any more time.
Alright.
Let's do something that everybody can get behind. Let's complain about the Legend of Zelda series.
Oh boy, people are gonna hate us for this.
Yeah, of course they are. Do you want
Every temple in Ocarina of Time makes sense, except one. You know what that one is?
The Forest Temple?
The Forest Temple. It's my favorite temple, and I hate it.
Why do you hate it?
It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
It doesn't. Think about it. Fire Temple. Hold that stupid dragon thing. And it might have been built by gods, but I don't know. Zora Temple. Place of Zora worship. Shadow Temple. Torture chamber for people that the Hylians didn't like. Spirit Temple. Place for the sand goddess for the greater people. What the fuck's the Forest Temple?
It's an art gallery castle thingy.
Built by who and why is it in the forest?
Well, it doesn't look like the Kokiri built it.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. Kokiri live in wood. Wood. Clearly, someone built it and then just abandoned it. There's a castle. There's readers in there, so possibly Hylians live there. There's a picture gallery, and yes, I know why there's a picture gallery down there. It was a leftover thing from the beta. But still, the design choice is just baffling.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
The more you think about it, the more you're going, what the fuck is the Forest Temple for?
I know, right? It's pissing me off for weeks. The more I think about it, the angrier I get.
Okay, and the thing is, we first talked about this on Saturday, and it's Monday night right now, and I've been thinking about this for like the last 3 days, and I still, I don't even have an answer for you either. So it's like,
it doesn't make sense. And I can believe that there's a portal that might lead into an imaginary world or a parallel universe in the Lost Woods, but I draw the line at the Forest Temple. Because that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Like, every temple in every Zelda game, within reason, has made sense to a point. The only one that doesn't. I could probably be forgetting one, and I'm probably sure I am. I suppose Great Bay Temple, because... Really?
When did the Zoras learn how to do plumbing? That's what I want to... Who the fuck built it? Why is it there? What is it? Some kind of, industrial plant? What the fuck is the... Okay, now we have another one. What the fuck is Great Bay Temple for?
I like to believe that someone wore the Mario mask and then created it just to fuck with the Zoras.
You're probably right.
Because if you look at the Happy Mask salesman, he has a Mario mask. He probably killed Mario.
And ripped his face off. Oh my god.
I believe you, Mario. Oh no, I'm okay. I'm healed. No, you will be healed. No, Miyamoto, no.
Okay, so there was that other conversation that we had on Saturday that that we think should make it into insert name of podcast here, and that was
Cheeseburger Liquor Party.
Well, do you want to do that first?
No, I'd rather complain about the Forest Temple some more.
Okay, go for
We're
it.
talking about the Cheeseburger Liquor Party later.
I kind of wanted to have that conversation about how about how we think that the Legend of Zelda series is too story focused for its own good.
It is, and I will always love Majora's Mask for that exact reason.
But the thing is that it hasn't worked since then. It's
Wind
Waker is the only exception.
Yeah, Wind Waker was just good.
Yeah, Wind Waker was
Twilight
amazing.
happened. Then they forced so much padding.
Yeah,
And then it kept going on.
it's just like...
And then that stupid quest with the Dominion Rod.
Yeah.
That you will never use after that.
Seriously, that's the one thing. It's like the Dominion Rod. It's like the coolest item in the game that you never get to use. And it's barely useful for anything. It's like, you know what? Wind Waker had something just like that, and they used it more.
At the same time, do we want to control the people in Twilight Princess? I mean, they kind of all sucked. Yeah, I know Midna has a cult following, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
just judging by the sheer volume of porn there is of her, of course there is.
That's not a fair comparison. There's more porn of certain cities than there is actual official art and fan art. Oh, I just remembered which series I was thinking of.
Which series?
I don't remember. It was a series not even out yet. That has way more porn than anything.
Well, do you remember what it was supposed to be? Like, what genre it was?
It was in Japan, so it could be anything.
Yeah. Well, okay, I can tell you what it probably won't be. What's there? I know there's a genre of games that Japan just hates, but I can't remember what it is. What?
Shooters.
Oh yeah, that.
RPGs. Anything with a gun that's not bombastically odd.
Not like yeah.
They don't like us.
They don't like anybody though.
True.
The only thing there's a couple of things that we share in common with Japan, besides like the xenophobia, but we share that in common with North Korea too. Or is that?
Are you calling us Kim Jong-un? Because he's nowhere near as crazy as us. We are like king crazy.
Okay.
King crazy. We're the only people that can invent a giant ape that attacks one woman out of a crowd of millions, drag her to the Empire State Building, and then start a fist fight with planes.
That's good. That's good, man.
Because seriously, we are that good. We're that fucking insane.
You want to know what else I think is kind of insane about us as a culture? You remember my famous saying that you keep ripping off of it and using it and to get top comments on YouTube?
Hey, I'm still getting top comments with that.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't wait for Blank to come out so I can start bitching about why Blank isn't out yet.
Okay, where the phrase came from was, I was talking about Minecraft version because I was like, I can't wait for Minecraft 1.5 to come out so I can start bitching about why 1.6 is out, and then it just stuck.
It worked too well.
It's just like your recent addition to the my mom joke.
Grandpa?
It's still funny.
Once Grandpa gets involved, it's a party.
Yeah.
That one you wish to remember. Which is good if you're having a cheeseburger liquor party with it. Because you'll be full, and you'll forget what happened. Hopefully.
So are we still going to stay on this topic, or are we going to cheeseburger liquor party now?
No, we're going to stay on this topic. I'm so pissed off at this game.
You're still playing Skyward right now?
I still am. I hate it, and I can't stop playing.
That's kind of masochistic for you.
It's kind of like... I don't even have a comparison for this. I think spoilers ahead was right. This game is emasculating, and I can't stop playing it. However, I'm not titaniumic. So I guess that's pretty good.
Well, maybe it's just saying that you secretly want to be dominated.
I really hope not, because Zelda's 14, I think. And I'm not sure if that's considered pedophilia. Probably is.
Yeah.
Wow, this conversation's turned dark.
Now, do you want to continue on pedophilia, or do you want to upgrade to something a little bit more disgusting?
Did I choose neither?
Well, then, what do you want to talk about? Okay. I know what I want to talk about for a second. Okay. Okay. You know, at Disneyland, there's that ride. It's a small. What the fuck? I can't even remember the words to that song. It's that one in the castle, and it's like. Oh wait, it's a small world after all.
It's not a castle, it's a clock tower.
Well, it looks like a castle to me.
It's a clock tower and it pisses me off. Especially after playing Epic Mickey.
Speaking of Epic Mickey, despite the fact that it's not epic, but I was expecting it to be about a taxi driver. Because
what?
Okay, I had a taxi driver not too long ago, and his name was Mickey.
When did you get a taxi driver?
Back when I was in DC, like about a month and a half ago.
Oh right, so like there's no taxis here.
Actually, yes, there are. They took us to the airport.
That doesn't count. That's just a bunch of people saying that they're a taxi service.
Yeah,
they serve as old people.
They ain't yellow. They ain't bad. They
aren't.
They can't barely speak English. Okay. So back on topic. Do you want to talk about Skyward Sword, or do you want me to shoehorn it, or do we want to talk about how Zelda's way too story focused again?
Let's get back to the story focused one, because I'm actually starting to get a little pissed off at this.
Why is Fee talking?
You know how fast I would have beaten this game?
Because Fee's talking you to death? Is that what's slowing you down?
Fee won't shut the fuck up. It never ends.
Serious.
I try to skip it. But the text is so slow. And as soon as he starts bringing up statistics in this... I can't, no words.
Obvious computer is obvious. That's what I think you said the first time you played that, when it came out and I was over at your place.
Oh yeah, no shit. I said no shit Sherlock a lot that week.
You said no shit. You say no shit Sherlock all the time, man.
I know, but a little more than usual.
It's just like my friend from who just keeps going, yeah.
That would piss me off, actually.
I know, it pisses me off too, but hopefully he isn't watching this. I might have to bleep out where he's from.
Well, let's get his personal information now. Let's see what happens.
Well, if you want to do...
His name is... I don't know his name. We're not doing very hot for this one, are we?
Oh, I think we're doing pretty well for the first time. We're at about 14 minutes right now.
You're kidding me. Already?
No, that's the thing that you know. That's the thing that happens when you record. Time fucking just goes.
No, time has been moving really fast everywhere.
Yeah. We're at like 14 minutes and like 19 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, alright. What really bugs me about this game, outside of the usual obvious stuff, Fee. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back to Fee. Because there's a point that needs to be made. I never really had that much of a problem with Navi.
Because you could ignore her.
Annoying in the 3DS version.
But you could ignore her in the 64 version and the GameCube remake.
Yeah.
Actually, both GameCube remakes. Yeah. Fee is as annoying as they made Navi out to be the first time.
Oh reach, and she reached it.
Wait, how long did it take her to get that far?
Oh, about 10 minutes. I'm a very patient man, but there's a line you have to draw.
And you're
Especially
also
when you're trying to speed through this game.
you're also a much more patient man than I am.
Oh, I hate her so much. Do you know what I really hate what they did to this game? They ruined my favorite character.
Which character?
The Gossip Stones.
Oh yeah, they made them into robots, right?
No, the Gossip Stones are here, but now they're helpful.
Instead of being cryptic?
No, I like the Gossip Stones telling me things that are just not important.
Like, boing, boing, the time is 12:30. Boing, boing.
Wear the mask of truth. They'll just tell you stuff that's going around. Like, next to the Temple of Time in Ocarina, did you know Garuda women come here to get boyfriends? I'm like, I didn't know that, Mr. Gothstone. Continue. I talked to the other one. They just tell me stupid stuff that has no impact on the game whatsoever. And they ended up becoming my favorite characters because of it. Gossipy bitches. You can't have a secret in Hyrule. They're watching you. They're telling others to rock. And then all the rocks know your dirty secret. They know you're cheating on your wife with a cow from Longmont Ranch. And somehow Ingo is involved. You gotta wonder how their social gatherings work. So what did you learn? Well, as I was watching this go on, well, can't you look away? I'm a rock. I can't look away.
So I'm telling everybody.
Pretty much. Oh, shit, that's right. We're rocks. We can't tell anyone. Hey, you know there's that kid with that mask. We can talk to him. Should we really be telling this kid all this horrible, horrible secrets? This is the Dark Ages. What possibly more damage we could do to this kid that isn't already inflicted on him? The point. Yeah, oh well. He'll probably be sold into slavery anyways. You better, edit that one out.
You know what I just thought of would be a terrible idea?
Oh dear.
If they made a Zelda... Okay, here's the worst crossover idea I've had... One of the worst crossover ideas I've had today. Legend of Zelda with the Taken movie series.
What the... Well, Link has been thrown off a cliff, so... Probably wouldn't be that much of a stretch.
Yeah. Why are you so upset? Is it because your father threw you off that cliff?
What? No, it's because he didn't get me a fire trick for Christmas.
True, man. True.
So, did you get home better this time?
I got stuck out at the end of my circle. My neighbor had to come and tow me out of a drift. It
It
sucked.
makes you feel better. I got stuck, too. We did it, Ross.
What?
You did it, you cracker. You son of a you big sausage.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that you aren't like killing me because I just referenced Monty Python.
Oh, God, no, I don't hate Monty Python. I just can't ever watch it again. Not after.
So we can. So do you want me to block this part out too, or do we just not care
I think
anymore?
we can safely say we can cut this entire chunk out. Because my okay, no, actually, we need to go back. Because I was actually telling exactly how angry this game was making me.
Okay. What?
Alright, we're back. We're doing it hard style. No, you know what really pisses me off?
What?
Okay, so I'm in the sand ship. My favorite dungeon. Shouldn't have any problems, you right?
Right?
Well, I was having very good momentum. Stop. Master, look at this. Oh no, here we go again. This giant door with the electrical bar signifies that this is something important. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Are we gonna keep talking? Oh, I guess we are. She kept talking and talking. Like, every time she shows up, I just get angrier and angrier. At the end of the entire sand ship, when I'm fighting the goddamn... I can't remember his name. I just fought him last night.
The giant sand octopus monster that makes no sense?
Terror. No, she stopped us in the middle of being slammed by tentacles and having horrible things done to me to tell me something in statistics on what's going to happen.
What a
I got
bitch.
so angry, I wanted to rip off my nipples and throw it at the screen. Again, you guys got a line somewhere. I can't take it. It makes me really consider why I need to make this sword the Master Sword. Because at this point, I don't see any good reason why I should.
Hey, it'll get fee out of your hair.
Exactly. You know what? We should just invest in a spear. They're better weapons anyways.
Yeah, they're cheaper to maintain, too.
I know, right? Or, I don't know, maybe get the Helix sword. Reference Majora. We need more Majora. Getting kind of sick of Ocarina references.
You know what I'm surprisingly not getting sick of? Link to the Past references. That game never gets old, surprisingly.
Yeah. Then again, not a lot of people like it anymore because it got overshadowed.
Well, yeah, I kind of did, but the thing is that it hasn't quite been overshadowed in terms of the portable stuff until recently.
I don't know. I don't think anyone... If we were to ask kids today, hey, have you played Link to the Past? No. You played Ocarina of Time? They might say yes. If they say no, we can officially say that they should themselves. We might need to bleep that one out.
I think we can get away with it because we're technically a comedy podcast, I think.
We're comedy? We're supposed to be funny?
Well, that's what we'll tell people anyway.
Okay, that works.
Yeah.
I can start doing my bad puns.
How bad are we talking about? Like, painfully bad?
Well, cringed at him.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Okay, hit me.
I told you my friend's girlfriend and I have this evil rivalry going on.
How evil?
I hate her and I'm going to prove that she's inferior to me at every point. Well, since she decided to go and make fun of Terry McGinnis, I brought up why Arnold Schwarzenegger is the best Mr. Freeze, just to make her angry. And then as she started yelling at me, I said, hey, I think you need to chill out. Then she exploded and started screaming at me more, and that was all I got. I could have said cool down, but I didn't think of it at the time. I was just going to make a bunch of cold puns.
Wait, was this to your girlfriend or to
No, my buddy from the girlfriend, the one I hate.
Oh, that guy. Oh, so you're gonna make her cry.
No, I wasn't
okay,
gonna
she
make her
deserves.
cry. I'm waiting for the day where she just stops and listens to herself. Because she can have her opinions, they're just wrong.
That's part of the First Amendment.
Fuck opinions. It was the dumbest thing that anyone's ever brought up. Every time someone says, in my opinion, on the internet, I want to kick a puppy. And I love puppies. My rage can outweigh my complete weakness for puppies. Okay, actually two things. The word I have sworn you never to ever say in my presence. and in my opinion. Those are the two words that'll make me hurt people.
Do you want me to say it? Say the word, or just pretend to, or just I'll pretend to have it like here and just bleep it out.
You're not funny.
Exactly.
You're not
Now,
funny, kid.
no, but here's the thing. Now, everybody who's listening to this podcast who isn't us is going to be wondering whether I said the word or not. Don't tell them.
I fucking hate that word.
Chris, now you made me have to bleep out the word again.
Hey, I'm Mr. Mongolia to you.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Do you mind if I change the subject once more?
Fine.
Okay. You remember how I told you that I saw Elfin Lied recently?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I kind of like it and I kind of don't. You want to know why I like it? There's this one scene, and what happens is the main character, one of the main things that fucks her up psychologically so that she goes on to like just kill shitloads of people is that a bunch of like grade school kids like hold her down while they beat her puppy to death.
What were you watching?
What?
What the fuck were you watching?
Elfin Lied. You remember?
I've never seen that movie.
It's actually a short series based on a manga. But it's interesting to say the least. I'm kind of, it's like there are parts of it that I like and there are parts of it that I don't like.
Sounds like every anime out there for me. Now, the stuff I like will never be made to an anime. And if it did, they'd probably streamline it.
And that would totally destroy it.
Oh yeah, I'm very hipster about that. I'll probably end up hating it because of it.
Yeah.
I started saying I liked it before they streamlined it.
But here's the thing, Chris.
Knowing America, we'll get Johnny Bosch to do all the voices and it'll just make me angry.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Here's the main difference between us, Chris. You like to complain. You like to complain to make things better. I try to make the best of what we have. That's the biggest difference between you and I.
Well, could be worse. But buddy over in
Yeah?
he could go through the nuclear holocaust, grow a third arm on his kneecap, and say, well, it's not that bad.
Is it?
It drives me absolutely insane.
What was that one thing that he said that had both you and the friend he was sitting next to just screaming at him for?
Oh yeah, men can't be raped by women.
I know. What the fuck?
It wasn't rape, it was non-consensual. That's the you're a moron. Kill yourself immediately. Right? This conversation has gotten weird.
No,
I kind of wanted to focus.
Yeah.
But I can't really think right now.
I'm okay with complaining about people. Do you mind if we complain a little bit about one more thing about him?
Sure.
Okay. You remember how he told you that he doesn't like bad things happening to characters that he likes?
Yeah, I said you like characters that are based around tragedy, and you don't.
The irony. It just doesn't penetrate his skull. It's too thick.
No, it really doesn't.
It's like trying to pierce the Antarctic ice sheet. It's just so goddamn thick. You're just like, fuck.
Fuck salt.
You don't know what's amazing? We're at the 30-minute mark and we still haven't gotten to the liquor party yet.
We'll get there.
So, do you want to bitch about people more, or do you want to talk about Skyward or Actually, I got a question.
Yeah.
What did you think of Zelda 2?
I have a very mixed opinion on that.
I think everybody kind of does too.
I hate it and I kind of like it. Mostly hate it, but kind of like it. Like, the one thing I really liked was the dungeon music. It's my favorite dungeon music.
Yeah. I mean, honestly...
And I kind of like the temple layouts.
I kind of like the side-scrolling aspect. I mean, it kind of worked. But at the same time, it's like...
Again.
At the same time, it's like the battle... it totally changed the battle system, and also totally changed like the way the game kind of structured itself.
Yeah, and the RPG elements kind of hindered it.
That and it made the games a lot less about exploration.
You know, a lot of people aren't really sure what to classify Zelda as. I know a lot of people say it's a dungeon crawler, a lot of people say it's a fantasy RPG. Yeah, I don't think anyone, even at Nintendo, really knows what it's about. I think the last one that really did it was the first one. I kind of wish Miyamoto wouldn't have compromised so much on what he based the whole thing on. That was some of his adventures when he used to go out in the wilderness as a kid.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we're not going to have generations of kids that have those kinds of experiences anymore, and that's what saddens me.
Yeah, fuck kids.
Yeah.
With their HD TVs and their iPods and their YouTube.com. You're supposed to let your teenage years embitter you. Then you'll dive into this stuff.
Yep.
It's wow.
So do you still have hope for Star Fox or not really?
I think the fans have better ideas than Nintendo does.
I don't care what Nintendo does anymore. I just don't want Q Games involved.
Adventures in Assault? Or Command?
It was they were involved with Command.
Oh.
Rare was involved with Adventures, and Namco was involved with Assault.
Rare never work with Nintendo anymore. They got bought out.
Wait, who?
Rare doesn't work for Nintendo anymore.
Now they're a second-party developer for Microsoft.
And look where they've fallen.
Yeah.
Exports, yeah!
Yeah. At this point, we're just waiting for Rare to be shut down.
You know,
so the pain can
people
stop.
That used to work for Rare already left. Now it's just a shell of a company. Like a lobster being eaten alive.
It's kind of like Hanna-Barbera Productions now.
Hanna-Barbera, well, they're both dead.
The thing is that the production company still exists, but it's only for like...
They exist through Warner Brothers.
Yeah, but the thing is, they only technically exist for like legacy, like when they bring back like when they do like tribute stuff to the original Hanna-Barbera stuff. But other than that, we're never going to get them back again.
People don't care about animation anymore.
Well, the wrong people don't care about animation anymore.
Everything got CG, and I can't stand CG anymore. I really can't.
It's looking faker every year, and it's just like, it's not getting better, it's getting worse.
You want to hear something interesting?
What?
Alright. As much as I hate Final Fantasy VII and anything that involves it.
Yeah.
In terms of CG, Advent Children is probably the best CG movie I'm ever going to see. Everything is CG, and they try to make it as realistic as possible, or at least within reason.
And it worked?
It's actually visually nice, but the story is stupid. Soundtrack is alright. Had a few good songs that I really liked from the series. They kind of just shoved characters in there because...
money.
And they added kids, and you know how I feel about kids.
Adding kids to an intellectual property is like adding salt to a freshwater fish tank. It just doesn't work.
But it's funny to see people squirm, though, like the fish.
Yeah. And then if you're a real dickhead, you add piranhas, and then you just sell tickets, and you call it a sporting event.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about... I was going somewhere with the metaphor that I was talking about with, like, putting salt in a fish tank, in a freshwater fish tank, because...
I got that. What happened afterwards?
Dumping the piranhas in, and letting them eat...
Oh! I heard something completely different.
Yeah. What the fuck was I going to talk about? Oh! You remember how that esports thing came about again?
What thing?
You remember... Okay. Do you remember esports at all?
Oh, yeah.
Well, apparently, people are trying to do esports with sporting games. And I'm just like, no, it's not. Fuck. It's a dumb idea. And Total Biscuit he's totally right about that. It's a dumb idea because it's already, you're competing against a well-established and well-entrenched form of entertainment. You're not gonna win there.
As soon as people try to make money off video games, that's when my respect goes, I don't even respect anyone, so I guess that's invalid.
Yeah.
Because everyone's complete trash to me.
Even me.
Yeah. It starts scraping my gutters. I'm not paying you a nickel an hour for nothing.
That's right, boss man.
Anyways. Should we just oh, you know what? I actually do want to talk about something that's coming up in May for me. At least for me.
Okay, what?
Remember how I said they're going to do that crossover with the Spider Family?
Oh, yeah.
You know what's starting to confuse me?
What?
It's not really much of a big crossover if only, 3 people are coming together. And you know how Marvel likes to shove everything into it. Like, the last major Spider Family crossover that isn't Spider Island that I can think of off the top of my head was when Craven came back as a zombie. And fuck zombies. I'm really sick of zombies. But I'm digressing.
Yeah, they need to bring back pirates.
Fuck pirates.
Seriously? Fuck pirates too?
Since we're on the subject of comic books, you know why I don't like pirates? That's why. And I have officially crushed this podcast. I said the evil words. Me no like.
I think we've only really lost one of our potential fans, and that's one of your other friends.
Gets over it. In fact, we're not going to call him. We're going to call him.
You realize I have to bleep that out.
We're going to bleep out all names, and we're just going to change them. He's going to be.
I'm just gonna. I'm not going back and renaming people. I'm just gonna bleep it out.
Okay, I'm gonna still use their fake names though.
I'm probably gonna.
Chaplin, Hitler Jr.
Wait, who's
Hitler Jr.?
Wait, which or the?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, if he's that, then can I? Okay.
About him.
Oh no, but the thing is, can I be Winston Churchill because he has one of the best put downs ever?
Okay, I want to be George Washington though.
Okay, never mind. I want to be Andrew Jackson because he's awesome. But anyway, Winston Churchill's put down. So he was at this party, and he was being kind of an asshole, and so this rich white woman came up to him and said, "If you were my husband, I would poison your coffee." And Winston Churchill replied, "And if you were my wife, I would drink it." And that was from Cracked today.
Oh, I missed Cracked.
Well, your computer doesn't work, remember?
I know, but I really miss it because I want to read the George Washington is a Wizard article again.
There was another really good put down in there from that article. You want me to tell you about it?
Sure.
Okay. So this movie star accidentally went into the ladies' bathroom. And so he was just like, fuck, I might as well piss anyway. So he's pissing. This little girl walks into the bed and she says, "This is for ladies." And the guy turns, dick in his hand, and says, "And so is this." Why aren't you laughing?
I'm drinking soup too.
By soup, do you mean whiskey?
No, chicken noodle soup. I'm still sick.
Well, fine. I'm getting the whiskey then.
Oh boy, you're drinking. You know, let's actually get on the full subject of Zelda. Let's actually do our arsenal. That might actually just help us focus. So whenever we do this, we do not focus.
Exactly. That's the problem. We're already at like 40 minutes, so...
Yeah, alright, let's focus.
You want to do the arsenal, or do you want to do cheeseburger local party? It's your choice.
Let's do the arsenal.
Arsenal? I need to pull up something really quick.
Okay.
I just need to remember where the fuck I put it. You also realize that this podcast probably won't get put out for a couple of weeks.
That's fine.
Where did I put it? It might be in... Okay, here it is. I got my Arsenal notes together. The only thing that I know... You know what? I could put that in right now. Which of the Oracle games were the Magnet Gloves from?
Seasons.
Okay. That's in. So, so what would you put in your Zelda Arsenal? Because I've got mine in a nice typed out list because I was going to make a separate video for it, but we can do it now and just get it over with.
Alright. First things first. The first thing that needs to be in there is the sword. Yeah. I'm funny, aren't I?
Yeah, I actually kind of left that out, but go ahead.
So you're going to play the game without a sword? Oh. Smart move. What are you going to do? Hit them with your ball and chain?
Shut up.
That you'll use maybe twice?
Master Sword. Doesn't matter.
No, fuck the Master Sword. I'm sick of the Master Sword.
Well then fine. Which one do you want? The Noble Sword?
The Great Fairy Sword needs a return. Should probably be adult-sized for him right now.
Yeah.
You know what shit I'm really getting sick of seeing?
What?
The Alien Shield.
Yeah, it's kind of getting tired. It needs to change again. Especially now that we know what the fucking bird thing is.
Yeah. You know what the bad thing is?
Mm-hmm.
It isn't. It's not what it is. Like, I got so hyped up because I thought I figured out this huge mystery. So, Nintendo said, instead of explaining more, we're going to completely destroy all theories. Also, our timeline is final. I know we said we'd never make one, but you guys keep theorizing, and we don't like that. We at Nintendo don't like creativity.
Exactly. I still think everybody's wrong about the timeline thing, even you, man.
Well, you can have your opinion. It's just wrong.
I'm fine with that, but at least it's mine. And thus progress was made.
And now I will forever resent you for it.
Okay. So do you actually have anything prepared for this, or not really?
Not really, but I think I'm just gonna wing it.
Okay, fine. Then since I've actually got something prepared, I'm gonna go with my version. I'm just trying to decide which sword I want to go with in the arsenal. It all depends.
Go with the noble sword. It's a rapier.
Go with
allegedly.
With a noble sword?
Yeah.
I kind of want to go with. Oh, what sword was it? Oh, I know which one I want. I want the gilded sword from Majora.
Really be a butter knife now. You know what?
I'm tired of playing.
I really hate to change the subject, but you know what I really wish would replace Adult Link in the new Smash Brothers?
What?
Majora Kid Link.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of seeing Link as an adult.
Yeah.
It's getting boring.
They don't do anything with him. They still refer to him as a kid. He's probably a teenager.
He's probably 16 now. I miss back when he looked like he was 19 back in Ocarina.
Oh yeah. He was 17 though.
Yeah. Well, never mind then.
Japan doesn't really like football. Nintendo doesn't like involving adults unless they're Mario.
Yeah. And the worst part is Mario doesn't even look Italian. So let's get back on subject, because otherwise this podcast will be like an hour and a half long.
Alright, let's focus.
Okay. Here's my Fantasy Zelda arsenal. Don't stop me until I'm done with it, because I'm literally reading the whole thing off. Okay. The remote bombs from Minish Cap. The mirror shield with the powers from Minish Cap, but with Ocarina's look. The one where it absorbs projectiles and then shoots out a magic laser beam. The beetle from Skyward Sword. The double claw shots from Twilight Princess. The boomerang from Wind Waker. The Pegasus boots from A Link to the Past, but with the hover ability from the hover boots from Ocarina. The Fire Rod level 2 from Four Swords. The Ice Rod from A Link to the Past. The Rock's Feather from Link's Awakening with double jump. The Deku Leaf from Wind Waker. The Dominion Rod from Twilight Princess, actually doing something with it. Bomb Arrows from Twilight Princess. The Whip from Skyward. The Mole Mitts from Minish Cap. The Begaron Sword from Ocarina. The Golden Gauntlets from Ocarina. The Gust Jar from Minish Cap. The Iron Boots from Ocarina, but with Twilight Princess's magnetized properties. The Lens of Truth from Ocarina. The Skull Hammer from Wind Waker. The Hero's Bow from Wind Waker with fire and ice arrows. Same game as well. The Magnet Gloves from Oracle of Seasons and the Gilded Sword from Majora. That's my arsenal.
Lot of stuff. A lot of magnet stuff.
There's only 2 magnetic items in the whole game, in my whole list.
I know, but still, that's quite a bit of magnet. They're going to, are they going to be negative and positive?
Most likely. I'm surprised you didn't question why I put bomb arrows in.
Yeah, seriously. It's not really needed anymore.
I just don't want to have those puzzles where you have to like carry and throw, like do the carry the bombs puzzles, except at the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That and they have real potential. And I still like the fire rod from Four Swords because it can like throw up blocks, and then when you hit it again, it can shoot fire in every direction. But you want to know my favorite weapon, probably from all, like, my favorite item? The remote bombs. Seriously, it's the best idea ever.
I still like the bomb shoes better. The bomb shoes on the Oracle games?
Yeah.
Broken. Oh, I see an enemy. I must kill. Must. They just chase you.
With the remote bombs, I could just tear through Dark Nuts and Minish Cap. They're not even a challenge. I just throw.
You know what I've always found weird?
What?
The Dark Knights came back in Twilight.
Yeah. And isn't that game technically supposed to be before Wind Waker?
It's on a completely different timeline.
That's what I hate.
Twilight Princess is a direct comes right after Majora's Mask.
The official timeline.
Well, even in the split timeline. Reason being is because in the Master Sword Chamber in Wind Waker,
yeah,
it uses the sages that were reawakened. In the kid timeline, those sages were never awakened. Because they dealt with Ganondorf before he got to that point. But in the adult timeline, it got to that point.
I don't want to have this conversation because we're already 50 minutes in. I think we're going to save it for the next podcast.
Why, did you think Twilight Princess and Wind Waker were connected? They were never connected.
They totally are connected.
How are they connected?
Chris, we're 50 minutes in.
We're going to have this conversation. We're going to strike it off the podcast.
Well, if we're going to strike it off the podcast, then let's just do Cheeseburger Liquor Party.
Fine. We'll come back to it. I'm not letting this one go.
Okay. What were we going to talk about with the Cheeseburger Liquor Party thing?
No, we're having the Cheeseburger Liquor Party.
Wait, then why do we have to talk about it on the podcast?
Because Cheeseburger Liquor Party is always relevant. Okay. So, the more I thought about how awesome the cheeseburger liquor party, I even have fun saying cheeseburger liquor party. Say it with me.
Cheeseburger liquor party. Cheeseburger liquor party.
Roll off the tongue.
It does. It just does. I love Trailer Park Boys way too much, and so do you.
We do.
Seriously.
And we already know who we are if we were in that show. I, of course, be my favorite character, Mr. Leahy.
And I'd be Randy.
You don't wear shirts.
Well, no,
Ever.
I've got the gut to back it up too.
Well, you could be Phil Collins, but no one wants to be Phil Collins.
Yeah, the fat ass mustard tiger.
Love the mustard tiger.
I still think his son Jake is fucking hilarious.
They got lost in the woods, almost ate each other.
Yeah. But they managed to lay down all that train track.
Oh, yeah. Corey and Trevor would have survived, though.
Yeah. It's too bad that they left after that.
Yeah, but what can you do?
It kind of sells home the point of them training up a new generation of degenerates.
True.
Yeah. Then it kind of is kind of compelling that they had an off-camera mental breakdown.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of just makes you wonder what happened just before that.
It was pretty bad, I'm guessing. Alright, should we end the podcast? I got nothing more.
Okay, what do you want to talk about then?
No, we're gonna get back onto the subject.
No, I mean, like, what are we going to call the podcast?
We're not very good at this.
Not very good at this?
Not good at podcasts.
You know what? I figured out what we are. We're not notable. Because nobody gives a fuck about us.
No one will, ever will.
The end.